put the gear around the table. See Joshua just lying.
So good afternoon. I'm back again, and welcome back to a live watch along for Newcastle's final league game of the season. So if you do like the videos, do you like the channel, please smash the likes up, subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much indeed. And this afternoon we're playing Fulham at the Craven College, which should have been like a winners takes all, but thank God we cleared the relegation, so there's no pressure on this at all whatsoever. Thank God for that. I would dread to see what happened if we had to win to stay up in the Premier League. So, like I said, smash the like, subscribe if you are new. And yeah, it's been another quite one a day on the Newcastle front. And after the game, I hope Steve Bruce gets the sack. Pronto, thanks Steve, but you're out, mate. Get out. And I heard all sorts of stories today that they're going to get something like £12 million budget in the summer. 12 million budget in the summer. What an absolute joke of a football club it is. And they come out and say, oh, it's because of the pandemic, because of COVID, whatever it may be. But the club are lying, man. They just don't want to spend the money. And I know also that because of the takeover, because you don't want to spend the money because of the takeover, I get it, understand it. But 12 million budget. Let's be real. We will also be in League Two. You know what I mean? We will also be like a small club in League Two. Because I'll tell you something now, it is an absolute joke. We're Newcastle Football Club. We're supposed to be our elite club, a big club, yeah? We got elite fans, elite stadium, and he's treating our club like a League One, League Two club. Honest to God, man. We better get this takeover, or else I'll be dreading it. Let's be real about it. Honest to God. I can't say any more than that. I got right here, come on Chelsea, win a deal, we get Champions League spot. I also won £500 yesterday because Sunderland got beat. Ryan, big up to you, my guy. Well done. Nice one, Ryan. Here, Johnny, Jude, hope you're okay. Afternoon, Jonathan James, hope you're well. I'm not living in America anymore. I tell you what, mate, I wish I would have lived in America, man. I lived in Florida. I've been to Florida, I've been to Miami, I've been to Orlando. Oh my God, absolutely fantastic. Definitely go back again when it's safe to do so. So, like I said, the most important thing about today is top 4 race. This is the thing, right? I'll come to my point in a minute on that. Ryan's getting £250 million to spend on a budget. Wow. Look at Leeds' budget next season. I don't know. Leila, tell us what the budget is, my guy. And if that's the case, Ashley will have to strip the club and the likes of ASM will be gone. What he'll probably do, Ashley strip the club and then he'll just kick us in the absolute ghoulies. I'm telling you, he really will. Put 2 fingers up at our fans because we've been picking on him. Well, he wants best for the club. That's what we want. Do you know what I mean? Real talk. No, seen the profile pic. Seen it. Also, thoughts on Barnsley centre back star. Huge, absolutely master. That Anderson guy, 6'5". Wow. Good player, mind. And hi to you, Billy. Hope you're okay. Leeds budget 75 million plus. Do you know what it is, right? Leeds have just got to the championship for the first time, 16 years? And they're getting a £75 million budget. And here we are, we're getting a £12 million budget. No wonder Steve Bruce wants to work on this club. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't care. He can't say now, had I been Rafa Benitez or Kevin Keegan or Sir Bobby? Sir Bobby must be turning the screw to see what's happened to our football club. Turning, man. Let's be real about it. Turning the screw. And I got Billy says, striker less line up with dear. Also 100% counter football. We should have done this in the summer during the season. Why now? Do you know what I mean? And ASM is slightly overrated, overhyped if he's worth £50 million. The thing is, though, that's the going price today. Let's be real about it. That is a going price. And these clubs have spent a ridiculous amount of money on players. Don't forget, we mugged off quite a few clubs like Andy Carroll, Musa Sissoko, and Lucy Perez as well. We mugged them off for millions, man. And they haven't quite pulled it off. And Mr. Lucky, after he got any bets on final DL this season? I haven't, no, because I don't really bet, mate. I really don't. But Ryan run 250 some money yesterday. Well done to him. I joined what we are eat. Paul, absolutely fine, my guy. And I've got Julie here, Leila. And Judy, I'd love to get Judy on me chat for half an hour chat on Newcastle United, man. I'll tell you something for that. So, like I said, smash the likes up. Subscribe if you're new. I just sent Paul an invite to the channel to do the watch along together. And yeah, I'll bring the team news out in just a few moments' time. And yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, I'm sure Mike Ashes told Steve Bruce to pick the strongest squad possible, yeah, so we can get some more money to finish highest place. But he doesn't choose his best team. He doesn't choose the strongest team. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all this club's being controlled, man. We are an absolute jug of a club. I mean, Leeds United's getting £75 million budget, and we won £75 million for ASM. Apparently, whether that's to put potential pages off, I don't know. I don't think they'll pay £75 million for. I wouldn't pay £75 million, to be honest with you, because he hasn't got an end product. That is the thing. But also thoughts on Pablo Hernandez. He was canny in his time on this day, but he's 35, 36 now. I wouldn't take him. I would not take him. Now I've got Bamper's underrated. He's a damn good player. Do you think that Messler's underrated? I think he's a damn good keeper, you know. He really is. He's a big lad, good keeper. And Jose saying ASM's worth £57 million insane. Keep in mind, all your four horsemen have said he has no end product. He has got end product, Judy. He's like a sports car with no engine. It's movement and chaos. That's what he is. Movement and chaos. In the end, it's just pity, but poo caravan. There you go. And Geordie, Bruce has gone with the strongest teams, the strongest squad possible this year. There's no reserves, such as Anderson, including the squad. This is the thing, right? Steve Bruce doesn't trust the younger players. He doesn't. He's such a dinosaur. It's incredible, man. Real talk. Ryan, if we sell 3 players, 50 million each, which will be Romans, would give us 300 million to spend. They boost the money up anyway. Wow, I think Tuchel will do well. And I've read that, Leila, can you show us where it says we have £12 million budget? Well, you go into different outlets, mate, you'll find out. And then you got Ryan. Sometimes I think Romans, like golden eggs, the big ones that Eames do. And I got Pereira or Willock. I'll tell you what called there. Long player would be a bonus. Do you think Pereira stats 10 goals, 8 assists? That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. He'll not be at West Brom in the summer. There's absolutely no way. He's not. Let's be honest, man. I just got to look at the team selection, yeah? I mean, I've been in team lineups as well. And just get this up there, setting. There you go. And you got, it's just an unchanged team, really. You know, I mean, Willock and ASM's come back from Knox. And the back has fit a player. So you got the back in the goal. You got 3 centre backs, Kraft, Fernandez, and Dummett. He's just signed a new 1-year deal, activated his contract. And the wing backs will be Murphy, other side Richie. You got John Joe Shelby. I want him out at the end of the season. Get him gone. Sean Longstaff. Ashel Fat. I mean, just one change as I speak. One change. And is it one change? Got Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, Miggy, Amron, and Saint Maximin. Now, who is going to play a false 9? That's what I want to know. Who's going to play up front? It's got to be Miggy and Saint Maximin. See, that's the thing. Who's going to play up front? It's going to be those 2 up front. And then, if I have a look at this, I mean, he's got the usual suspects as well. I mean, I would have played Sean from the start of the year, man. Please smash the likes up and subscribe if you're new. Leave comments in the section down below. Keep them coming in. And also, we definitely want a new manager in the summer. I'm sorry we do, because this manager, I'm afraid, ain't good enough. And look at the comments there. George supposed to be getting Williams and Onfi in Germany. I'll come to him in a minute. ASM's end product will come with age and decent management. His potential, a huge player on the top team. I agree. And Yeah, you see, I've seen that one Judy himself. There's also no striker starting the day. I think that's ridiculous. Absolutely no striker. I don't know what this guy was just doing in a minute. Honestly, I don't. And I love the comments on Four Horsemen Judy. I think she's amazing. And I got Willock can play up front. A few have mentioned how he can be a decent forward with the right service. I like as a midfielder. If the takeover goes through and you were the manager, 300 million to spend, which players do they bring in, John? You know what it is, Paul? I spend on the whole team, mate. I spend on the whole team. I only keep 11 players at the club. The rest can just go because I'm good enough. But we need to get rid of them. Do you feel Leicester make the top four? I don't think they will now. It's out of their hands, unfortunately. I expect Chelsea and Liverpool to win their game. I've heard that Burnley budgets 100 million. Not bad for the new owners. Burnley, 100 million in the summer. Wow. We are just being put off. Do you know what I mean? We are an absolute joke. We really are. It's Iheanacho on the real is. I mean, he's been pulling up trees. This guy, I do like him. I reckon Leicester make the top four at Chelsea's expense. Tillsman, 24 future begin Belgian captain, decent player. Would you go for Dan Juma? I would. He's a good player as well. Going back to Paul's comments, if the takeover goes through, with a manager 300 million to spend, which players should bring job? I spend on every single position because some of them are not good enough. Honestly, definitely need a destroyer in the midfield. We definitely need a creator in the midfield as well. I changed the order of the back four. Definitely changed the order of the back four, man, because the back four for me are not good enough. 62 goals conceded. We have conceded. Only Fulham concede more than us. That is an absolute joke. I'll keep 11 players, and that is it for me. And I've got Jordan here, DeBraka, ASM, Almiron, Willock, and Wilson are the 5 players I certainly keep. Not sure about anyone else. I'm not sure about Miggy, though. I'm not sure about him. Because I think he'd be better off playing in a different league. The Premier League is not for him. And I've noticed as well, he has been scoring a lot of goals. When he does bring the ball out, makes those runs, decision making is not the greatest anymore. Got Billy Ashley's full chance. Listen, huge over the past 12 months. Unfortunately, he's not going to spend a penny into the club. And I got Jake. So afternoon, Jake. Hope you're okay. Hope your team win the day. And yeah, but look at our team lineup. Yeah, I would like to see Matty Longstaff play. I would like to see Elliot Anderson start as well, you know. But we just haven't got a centre forward. It is absolutely unbelievable. And I tell you what, if Andy Carroll signs a new deal, I should be absolutely seething because this guy hasn't hardly played. He's hardly played. This player has hardly played at all. I think it's a disgrace. I mean, what's he there? Is he our cheerleader or something? Nah, get him out. Let him play elsewhere. I heard he wants a 2-year deal plus a coaching staff. No, Andy, get yourself playing, son. Yeah? Get yourself playing somewhere else. You know, we love you, but next season we need proper players coming through. I got Unai Emery here. Eben and John. Oh, sorry, not Unai Emery. It's Ross. How are you doing, Ross? You okay? Up the Gunas, man. I'll come on to AFTV in a minute as well. And what are your thoughts on Rafinha? I think he's a decent player, him. Skillful, quick, creative, absolutely fantastic. I really do. He's having a good season now. In some games, goes missing, but he's a damn good player. Jordy, would you give Cal a new contract? He can't even get in the starting 11, and where he doesn't even score. Look, listen, I'll shake Andy's hand. Say, look, shake your hand. You're going to have to go because at the end of the day, we're going to need a proper striker sort of thing. He's going to be fit for the whole season. Andy Carroll's been a great servant in his first time, but unfortunately, I wouldn't have him playing. Not chance. Got to have this game, this watch along, a Leeds game, all on the same time. Let's have a round of victories for the North. You know what it is, Jake? Big up to you, my guy, because end of the day, you're multitasking. I love that. I love that. And what do you think of this player, Robert Lewandowski? How much do you think he'd be worth today? He's 32. I still think you can get at least 50 million for this guy because he scores, and he is so classy. and he is absolutely fit. I mean, hardly gets any injury time, by the way, as far as I'm concerned. Ashley Barnes has been arrested for drink driving. Silly boy, Ashley. I'm sure Brendan Rodgers will give you around to the kitchen for that. 12 million won't get you anything. That's why Steve Bruce will have to stand up to Ashley and Charlie now and say that ain't enough money. That's why he's a yes man. That's why he's a weak. I wouldn't have him in my club. I want him gone after this game. Sack him tonight. If all to give Cal players coach deal, it's another PSC deal play. Why would he sign? I'll just get rid of him, Billy, to be honest. You know what I mean? I want a shake up. I want a clear out in the summer. I really do. Because the club absolutely, honestly, it just stinks of players who hardly play. Get that moot. And Cal would be better off playing for another championship club or abroad, such as MLS. Bristol City would be good if Andy Rudas listening to us. I think he'd do well for Bristol City. Leila, show the Fulham team and tell me what players would you take from Fulham. I'll bring up the Fulham team up in a minute. And I've got Julian Robert, almost joined Blackburn Rovers. Imagine Dale Hopman. Oh my God. I think he'd probably rip up the Premier League because he's a finisher. And guess who wanted to buy him, folks? You guessed it, Big Sam. Sounds like a hoofbar to every time. And then you got Lewandowski, solely thought he'd be every bit as good in this league as Cavani, if not better. You have to agree with that on there. 12 million wouldn't even cut in the championship. Hell, even League One. I think my cash is taking the mickey. He really is taking the mickey. I mean, 12 million. It might be okay back in the 90s, but it's not going to be okay today. Definitely not. Even Brentford will get more budget than us. Brentford deserves a chance and opportunity in the Premier League. I totally agree. But watching Swansea last week, they look really good. They're back forward. The two centre-halves, absolutely fantastic. Clean, great in the tackle, the lot. I tell you what, those two defenders from Swansea put us face on the backs in the shame. Let's be real about this. Now that FFP is relaxed, it's going to be a great window. Let's hope so. And I don't want people coming up to me and say, hey, because of the pandemic, so it's pandemic. Oh, yeah, man. If you've got the money, spend the money. Like I said, I'm going to go straight on to the West Broms. Stop the screen, just get this one out a second. Going to get the Fulham team out. I'm going to see a team line up. There you go. That's the Fulham team line up there. You got Radak in goal, and it looks like a place for his centre back. So I'm just going to go for it. As you can see, I'm not going to read it out, but you can see it for yourselves there, sort of thing. So, yeah, that's team's got a pollute. It looks like an unchanged team. I like Joe Bryan, by the way, left wing back. Absolutely fantastic. We was after him a couple of seasons ago under Rafa Benitez. But I don't know exactly what happened to that. £6 million he costs. That's an absolute bargain, yeah? And now materialised there. So, and also I do like to look at Anguissa. Absolutely fantastic player. He's a Rolls Royce in the midfield. I mean, Bobby Reid, I thought he's a decent player. I spoke to a Fulham fan, by the way, on Friday. Please go back and watch a video for that. And you've got Lookman. He's quite skillful. And I love to have Lookman in the team as well. He's quite skillful. Very skillful. And I've got some more comments come my way. Show the Fulham team exactly what I'm doing. And I've got Daz Games. As a Fulham fan, very disappointed with our team lined up. Hope you get the win. Let's hope so, Daz. Let's hope you're right. Please consider subscribing to my channel as well, by the way, my guy, you know. And it'd be much appreciated. I'm 17 away from getting that magic 700. So I want to push on to 1,000 long term. If I can do that, magic. So, yeah. I mean, let's hope your team gets up cup as next season. What players would you take from Fulham? There you go. Joe Bryan's supposed to early player I take from that Fulham starting lineup. I'd take Anguissa, Lookman. And to be quite honest with you, that's about it. Yeah, 4-3-3. What players do you take from the bench? I'd take the goalkeeper. Loftus-Cheek is a bit too injury prone. Then Mina, we've been linked with him, by the way, as well. Anderson as well, I'd take as well. He looks a decent player. Lookman's decent as well. Anderson should start, a club captain our season. Lemina in for Anamora, Jasper in for Lookman. Lookman's a loan. Yeah, he's been a loan player, him. And Lemina's not starting. I quite like him, by the way. James, you're doing a live stream for the Europa and Champions League final this next weekend. I'm going to do one of them. I'm definitely going to do one of them because I'm doing a Swansea Bournemouth chat on Thursday night. So I've definitely got one coming on Thursday for a Swansea fan, and also try and get a Brentford fan as well, do all together sort of thing. And I've got Paul here. He's coming in the next 5-10 minutes or so. And so basically we're playing Fulham reserves. It looks like it, doesn't it? But so I've got some first teams out there, you know. I mean, we had to give it a right go today, Paul. Yeah, we'll come to that in a minute there. So when you come on, we chat about it, my guy. I'll take Aina, Lema, Aurora, Visa Lookman, Torsten Tete. As long as we don't turn our team into Fulham and don't get relegated, by the way. Brian Cavallo, Lookman, Cavallo are the 4 I take. Listen, Fulham's got some good players there that plays football the right way. But listen, at the end of the day, they just get relegated. Half of those players will be gone anyway. Let's be real about it. I don't think Joe Bryan will be there neither because a lot of clubs are after him. And he is a damn good player as well. He's got a lovely left foot, by the way. Just watch Fulham Sirs beat us. Oh, it'd be funny if that. Oh, it wouldn't be funny, by the way. I know Tammy, Ruben, Loftus-Cheek, Olivia Giroud will be sold. Maybe get that on loan. I wouldn't take Kepa. I'd take Giroud. I'd definitely take Giroud on a season on loan. But you're going to have to play a 4-2-3-1. That will not work under Olivia. But I think Olivia Giroud would probably end up going to Italy in the end of the season. He's out of contract, I think. And we have a midfield standard team. Scott Parker, very overrated manager. He's been linked with Tottenham now as well, but I think he ended up staying up Fulham. Carl Court's brother on the bench. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? He's got the same hairstyle as him, man. But if I don't know Carl Court, right, I mean, if I remember this correctly, he'd gone to Tesco's. I think he's in the supermarkets and had offered us some staff as well. That was funny. That was funny, man. And then Judy, hang on, if we win and other team loses, we could be 13th. How many extra millions does that get us? Probably about 2 million or something like that. £2 million. And I got Kevin on the chat. Ivy John, what do you think about the Mac consult yesterday? I've just noticed I did a watch along. I watched it, but didn't realize you did a watch along. Man, it was funny. I thought it was absolutely hilarious, to be honest with you. I mean, Judy suggested that to us to say, go do a watch on Sunderland. And that's exactly what I've done. And I'm glad I did it. I think I had something like 18 people watched it with us yesterday, which is absolutely fantastic. And the people that watched the chat, thank you very much for joining us as well, man. And I'm glad I did it in the end because I didn't think I would have a good start, but there you go. But yeah, I did it yesterday. Go and check out Loftus-Cheek as Carl Course, bro. I believe so. I know Richie has been playing well recently, but I don't understand why Jamal Lewis can't get a start. The thing is, Ryan, because Steve has been told, he's got to play his strongest team. He's got a strongest team. And, to make some money. That's all it is, to make some money. But crazy, man. Now the player for, and he goes to play the same team. It's all money for Ashley. He's been told by him, play his strongest team. Excuse me. Judy saw the Mackems yelling at the players yesterday. I was creased up laughing. I'm just glad they didn't make it. Hey, T. Tom, hope you're okay. Last season's 13 players will net you £15 million extra. And I've got Jake. That's Jake for you. Ryan Kepa's the biggest paddock buy I've ever seen in my life. What did it cost? £72 million or something? Wow. That is something, man. That is a lot of money. Let's just get back up to the Newcastle team sheet. There you go for when Paul comes on. You always look at that team sheet as well. And I got Kevin again. Typical of Judy saying that, man. I wish I've tuned in. Feel a bit flat about today's game for Cabbage would have tried something different, but now he goes and pick the same team because he's been told he's got to play for the money. Crazy, man. For a couple million, that's actually for you. And not being funny, if that's the case, if you lose the day, certain damn right, you shouldn't put a younger players through. So no wonder younger players will never get into the Newcastle team that go on loan. But crazy. I've got James again. Great to see today's match start relegation battle, like it made out to be not so long ago. Yeah, this is going to be like a no pressure trophy there. No pressure at all. Still waiting for Paul to come on me chat. And like I said, once the season ends, I want this manager, I want this forward out of my club very, very quick. Because at the end of the day, he ain't my manager. And I've got Daz again. The main reason we're in our situation we're in the minute is Rick. If we had Kearney playing, we had an extra 7 or 8 goals and assists. Rick has been shite. Wow. It is what it is. And I hope we should speed recovery very soon for Tom Carey. The trouble is, I see that order has another chance that Sunderland fans wants the whole team replays. I don't see it. I don't know if Lee Johnson's going to be there at the end of the season. He'll probably have his own man. Who knows? And we got 2 polls this afternoon. I hope this is the last time I have to watch Bruce as our manager saying there, Paul, I want that manager sacked soon. It ain't going to happen, but you just never know. Afternoon, John. Afternoon, Holly. Hope you're well, mate. I'm great. Thanks for doing the watch-alongs this season. Quality content. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate that, Ollie. Big up to you, my guy. Ryan, the only player returning a profit is ASM. Everyone else just is good enough to flip or they just get order. That's all it is. I just pay them off, personally. Got nothing to do with it. Kevin, agreed with Ryan about young Lewis. His confidence must be all-time low to think he's turned down a possible move to Liverpool so he can get first-team experience with us. Young uns haven't got a look in. Young uns haven't even got a chance, mate. Do you know what I mean? This football club has gone real backwards, real talk. Gone so backwards. It's just absolutely unbelievable. I just don't know what to make of it. I really don't know what to make of it, man. I just think the club's gone backwards. And we definitely need to take over very, very quickly. If we don't, then we are going to be shafted for the future years and that. And when you got teams like Brentford or Swansea is going to come up in this season, they're going to give it a real go. And for us, we're just going to stagnate yet again. What more do I have to say on that? And I got Lee as well. After Lee, fans calling me chat. Looks like Nick Pope's out for the Euros as he needs a knee up. Who would you like to see him placing with? Darlow, Woodman, or someone else? Wow. We already got Jordan Pickford. He's going to be the number 1 keeper. I'm absolutely sure. He's out there, though. I mean, he won't choose Darlow. Sam Johnson is a possibility, but they just got relegated to West Brom. So it'll be very interesting to see who Gareth Southgate picks because I just don't rate him as a manager at all whatsoever. He's just another one who likes to part the bus. This is the problem with our British managers. They just don't like to have a go. Unless you know Brendan Rodgers. It's just a shame he's not English. He's Northern Irish. You know what I mean? Still waiting for Paul to come on. He'll be here soon. So I'll send an invite. And just have to check out what's going on. But I still cannot believe Hasty. Bruce are just going to put them on now. You know what? I ain't going to bother because he talks a lot of crap. Hang on. Get him on now.
12, 13, and although we all aspire to be better than that, that's, as I said, we'll accept it. Fantastic to see the fans back in. I guess it's a little bit bitter.
Yeah, it's basically saying that he's not happy finishing 12, 13. I've got some more comments. I was actually philosophying being a Newcastle fan the other day, and a strange revelation overcame me. We are in football purgatory. Nothing changes, no progress, no hope, just eternal poop. You'd have to agree with you there. I also like to type long words here. John's dual accent. Have a cracking one. Wow. John, would you have Gillespie as number 2 next season and Saldalo? Personally, he's too good as number 2. Personally, I don't think so. He needs to get away. I think he needs to have some games away from Newcastle. Personally, I'll take Freddie Woodman all day long. Freddie Woodman should be buying Martin de Braca. Darla can move on. Gillespie can move on. I definitely keep Freddie Woodman. But if he does score Gillespie, I wish the guy well. I really do. Woodman is Southgate's godson, so that could work in his favour. You never know. If he does, then serious questions got to be asking Newcastle. Real talk. You know what I mean? Still waiting for Paul to come on. We've got 7 minutes to go. I'll read this one. Judith's like being in the corner, waiting for someone to pull the plug. And listen, going back to Gillespie sort of thing, as a number 2 next season. Look, he's hardly played. He only played once. And he's done okay, I guess, against Newport. But it's seems to come more grim but true. The club's going to bottle our goalkeeper situation. Oh, I have to agree, man. See what Paul has to say about that. Good afternoon, Paul. How are you doing, my guy?
Good afternoon. How are you?
Yeah, I'm married. Just thank God we're safe at the moment. And use.
That team, John, is just a joke for me. You know, there was a chance to get some of the youngsters in, give them a shot, and he's bottled it again.
Yeah, he has, mate. Bottled it yet again. I mean, we said this before. This manager doesn't give a toss about your own player. He doesn't care.
No,
All he cares about is substitutions. Do you know what I mean? Paul, I want this manager. I want him gone tonight. And it ain't going to happen. Well, I hope it happens tonight. I do not want to see a manager club ever again. And we need someone that's going to come in and take us to a new level. This manager, I'm sorry, it's going to get us relegated. I think we're done next season, mate. Done.
Well, I mean, he's given, no recognised striker on the pitch. What is the fucking point? What is the point of having no striker? And what is the point of offering Dwight Gale a 3-year contract when he's clearly not going to get in the fucking team?
Beats me, mate. It beats me. And you know what it is, mate, right? I mean, this manager, I swear to God, he wants to sack. He wants to get out of Newcastle. He wants to sack. That is why he's doing it. That's what I do. I read this comments out very quickly. If someone gets promoted, I think women to stay there. Whether it be on loan for us, Arsenal, it's a different matter of law. And got Jake. I'm a grim person. Don't say that, Jake. A good guy. Who's the second right and just logged in? Yeah, me and my team go write a book. We said we did policy the worst trait could have as a manager. Well said, Ryan. Chelsea fan, Ryan. Paul, have you heard about 12 million budget? I'll comment out in just a few minutes. Jude, don't you love me team stories? I keep it safe. Yeah, Paul, man, I don't know what to say. I mean, look, this manager does not care, and we are going to be in massive trouble. Talking about massive trouble, I mean, according to what he said it, Ryan just said, Chelsea fan, the 12 million budget we're going to have in the summer.
Who are you going to get for 12 million, John? What established Premier League player is anybody going to get for 12 million quid? You know, again, it's bargain basement shopping. It'll be loan deals again, and it's a pile of crap. And, you know, if we're saying to the rest of the squad, oh, you know, this is our ambition for next season, do you really think Maxie's going to want to stay? Callum Wilson, is he going to want to stay and play this kind of shite football for another year? I don't think so, like. I really don't think so. We are in so much shit now. I mean, for God's sake, why not give? Why the hell not play Lewis today? Why not give Matty a go? Why not play with a fucking striker? Honestly, it beggars belief, man. The man's an arsehole.
I hear you, Paul. I absolutely hear you, 100%, man. It is absolutely the club, and I said this as well. It's just stagnant. If I was him. Saxman looking at that. If I was Callum Wilson listening to that, if I was to Bracker listening to that, I tell you now, I suggest you three names I just mentioned, go look yourself another club, because I tell you something, you've got to get no ambition out of this club. That's why I see it. You know what I mean?
They're not going to want to stay.
Would you blame him though?
Yeah. What are we? Are we a club which really says to people, "Oh, we that good? We don't have to play a striker." Now, yeah, Dwight Gale has been shit, and he's not good enough for the Premier League. Andy Carroll hasn't been given enough minutes. But why the hell not play them? There's nothing to lose today. Just play a striker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I totally agree.
Almiron's obviously going to be pushed more forward, so it'll be interesting to see what he does today in a forward position, right? So if he has a stinker again today, then I'm sorry, but he's not my kind of player. He's not good enough.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And let me tell you something as well. We might as well just get relegated next season, Paul. Do you know what it is? Just get relegated next season. I don't want to say it, but we do not.
John, there's nothing to look forward to in the summer. Unless we get a takeover, there is absolutely nothing to look forward to for a Newcastle United fan in the summer. Zilch, nothing.
I hear you, mate.
We have to get a takeover, or we are in deep shit, or we are heading down.
Well said, mate. Well said. Well said. Well said. This comes out very, 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 very rapidly. Ryan said, "I switched to other games last year. On the last year, I may as well do the same and go watch Leicester against Spurs. You get better quality than that." And Paul, I want to ask, what's the reaction on Atletico Lincoln smashing Sunderland pub team?
Fantastic, man.
Wasn't it just?
I was just winding my mother and brother up on Facebook yesterday, somewhat rotten, putting the Kylie Minogue song "Do the No Promotion with Me" and Sunderland Crumble and all of that kind of stuff, and they hated it. Yeah, it's just so fucking funny considering what they were like with us earlier in the season, saying, we'll meet you in the Championship and all this. Ain't gonna happen. 4th year in League One, man. 4th year they're gonna be in League One.
That could be us, That could have been us, under Ashley.
Hey, it's not us at the minute, so let's just laugh at them while we can.
Yeah. Because one day it happened to us. We had to take over. And Ryan made a good point. Man City are the only team that can play without playing a striker.
Yeah,
absolutely
100%.
Right. And Barca, they can get away with it, yeah? And Napoli can play without a centre forward as well. They can play Insigne there if they really need
but they've got a lot more attacking-minded players than what we have, John. They've got players, those kind of teams have players all over the pitch that can score goals and can voluntarily get into these attacking positions. We haven't got any players like that. I mean, Maxi will take players on, but there's no finished article. Almiron couldn't hit a fucking cow's ass with a barn door at the minute. So where is the goals coming from today?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just a disgrace, man. It's just a joke. I mean, God, Allardyce today. I reckon Albin will be doing tours after he resigned. The promoted teams like Norwich are going to give it a real go. We can't rely on these promoted teams being bad again. Well said, Ryan. He's right.
I think it depends how much money Norwich spend in the summer, John. I mean, Norwich, you know what they've been like the last few seasons? They've come and gone. They've come and gone. They've come and gone because they stick to a very tight budget, and it's a very tight budgetly run club. Now, whether they say next season, right, we're going to spend a bit more and give this a go to make sure we stay in the Premier League. But the likes of Norwich and Watford and whoever else, comes up, hopefully Brentford, because I'd love to see them up. They're going to look at teams like Newcastle United next season and think, right, we can target to finish above them. They've been shite this season, so why can't we give it a go?
Exactly. I mean, and not only that, they can all play good, open, attacking football as well.
Yeah.
That is the main thing. I got Kevin here. What's everyone's predictions today? Well, I did say once each. If you look at that once each. And then the amount of fans Fulham have in, they might as well not have bothered. 2-2 for Kevin.
Yeah, it really amazes me as well, by the way, how St. Maximin is actually fit for this game. Because if he's done his calf muscle and he cannot possibly be 100% fit for this game. And, what happens if he totally rips his calf muscle and he's missing pre-season? Then whose fault is that? It's Steve Bruce's, 100%.
Exactly. Totally agree.
It looks like we started like we just want to get Maximin on the ball as soon as we possibly can.
This is the thing. We're just a one-man team. The thing with Maximin, right, is movement and chaos, right? That's what he is, movement and chaos. but he has got a final product. I watched Lee Goddard the other day. Right? He was talking about ASM, and he reckons that he's not worth the £40 million. And he also said he's no better than the wings they've got, like Martinelli and Saka.
I don't think he's the same kind of player as Martinelli or Saka, to be honest. I think ASM's a flair player, you know what I mean? He's one of these players that, you know, you have one of these kind of players in your squad, like a real out-and-out flair player.
Yeah.
Do I think Maxi's worth 40 million at the minute? Nah, not in a million years. Until he gets a finished product, he's not in a million years. So it'll be interesting to see Fulham on the attack here.
Yeah. Cost coming in. I've got one for Judy. I saw someone argue that Bruce can equal Rafa's points if he wins the year. Totally ignore the fact Bruce's goal difference is 12 goals worse, and the relegation teams performed worse during 2021. I'm going to say this now, right? Newcastle have conceded 62 goals. Fulham have conceded more. Fulham's on the attack there. And
good corner. See, Fulham are going to go out with a bang today, you know. They'll want to win this game to end the season on a high. They're not going to want to lose.
Exactly. And here we are. We're just sitting back again. I mean, it's just...
But that comment Kev makes there about... that's what really does my head in about St. Maximin is the fact that, you know, I mean, the way he went off the other night was like his leg had been ripped off. And it's just annoying sometimes that he doesn't really... You know what I mean?
I do.
Like it just goes down so easily. No, it's gone away.
He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to do that. Win it. Just get tackled, get up. Simple as that. But
this is the thing with St. Maximin. I don't think that's ever going to change, to be honest.
Nah. Well, on his day, it'd be fantastic on his day. But going back to the £12 million budget we're going to have in the summer, the first thing's going to happen is, right, it's going to be like a bold statement saying that thanks for your support. Well, thanks that you turned up, so they'd be wasting time doing that. But the 12 million, he said there, I said, ASM, Callum, Martin, get yourself new clubs, mate. Get yourself a new club because there'll be no ambition shown here.
I mean... I just don't see where our outlet is today, you know? It looks very... Oh, God almighty. Get up, Miggy. These two got to stop rolling around like they're being fucking shot, man, every time they go down. It's laughable.
Can't be having that, man. Can't be having that. Just all they got to do... I mean, I want to see some changes on the attacking style in the summer as well. I want to see balls totally change. I want to see teams having a go and now sitting back.
Mm-hmm.
Just come out and show us that you're a top 10 team. Show us that you're a top 10 team and prove it. Yeah? Because I just had a message on the YouTube channel, right, asking why is everyone having to go up Boost? He kept us up and he won player of the month for April.
You know, just let them rabbit on about Bruce. We know the real Steve Bruce rather than these bloody idiots on the television or other fans who haven't watched us every game, who don't know how much absolute bollocks. Maxi shot. Oh, good save.
Great save. He got a touch for it as well, the keeper.
Yeah. Oh, you did save it, like.
He did. Just got Judy him.
That's what Maxi can do. And that was a final product. I'm not sure he touched it, actually, John. I think he missed the shot.
We're still going to a corner.
Yeah, we've got a corner. I think we're lucky to get a corner because he scuffed that. Yeah. But that's what we want to see from Maxi, a bit more sort of dynamism like that and a bit more, you know, a final product, getting the shot away.
Exactly.
But not shoot from like 40 yards out, you know what I mean?
Totally agree. Also, for next season, I want to see a change in defence as well, man.
Yeah.
Because that defence does not feel such a joy in a minute. Oh, you got another corner as well.
Another corner. Good bit of pressure.
It's coming. Leeds scored, but it's offside. They're ripping Richmond to shreds at this moment. I think Biggie ASM on the arse is more than Grealish, but Grealish can play football. Grealish is a baller. Even De Bruyne.
Yeah, I know a lot of people go off it about Grealish and he dives and everything, but if he was in your team, you know what I mean, you'd love somebody like Grealish.
Exactly. But you have to have the players with him, though. That's the thing, on this wavelength. It's no good having Grealish. You haven't got the players to support him. Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
I got
hey, somebody had a somebody on Twitter put before you now saying, Mitrovic is missing for Fulham today because he can't play against Newcastle because it's his parent club. I'm like, he's not on loan. And then he replied with this Sky Sports headline saying, Newcastle loaned Mitrovic to Fulham. I says, yes, they did originally, but Fulham bought him. Honestly, some people need to get up to date with the football knowledge, I tell you.
Bunch of muppets, man. I've got again, we're on about selling ASM, but do you think they want to steer or would they be happy to leave?
Well, if they've got any ambition, John, you know the answer to that.
Yeah, go.
Do they want to stick around and just earn the money and just not win anything and look back in their careers and think, you know what was the point of that?
Exactly.
Or do they actually want to, put the names in history and win some trophies?
Totally agree. I want to win trophies, but I want to win an FA Cup. I do want to win an FA Cup, but unfortunately, right, it ain't going to happen under Ashley because he's going to tell Bruce to play the weekend team. He doesn't want to win a trophy. He's the owner of the club, right? And surely you want to see club win things, right?
Yeah.
I want to win things. I've got that.
This is dangerous.
Good. I want that elite. I've got that elite mentality. You got elite mentality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the Newcastle fans got elite mentality. Yeah. But Ashley does not give a toss.
Yeah.
And I still believe the team will go through.
He's a good player, that Lookman, like.
He is. He's skillful, isn't he? Skillful. And I've got one from Billy. Sean Macy running the line. She once sent this off for the silencers, saying that she had a sack of Valentine's card from the opposition centre half who kicked 3 of our players out the game. It's on the prowl again.
I don't understand how Dubravka can be 100% fit either.
I don't.
Because if his hamstring was even tweaked to play a few days later,
he's taking a risk, isn't he, for the Euros,
Exactly.
And yeah, I mean, I did a watch along yesterday for the Sunderland Lincoln game. Judy's idea.
All right.
I could have got you on, but you were busy. But listen,
I was out yesterday. I had a ride through the coast and stuff just to chill out for the day. Game of crazy golf and that by the beach,
Fair enough. You got to go out with the kids and that,
I wasn't a kid. We were kid free yesterday, so it was. But it was just funny because obviously, went through to South Shields and that, and that was just funny. Checking the score all the time and then seeing that, unfortunately, Sunderland didn't make it.
I tell you what, that's the 4th season League One. That is embarrassing for that club. It really is. Had that been us, where would we start? Where would the hell we start?
Well, I mean, did you see the clips on YouTube about the Sunderland fans confronting Johnson after the game?
I didn't know.
Well, that had a go at Johnson, but before that, Charlie White had come out and told the Sunderland fans to F off.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll go down well, will it? That'll go down really well for Sunderland fans. Yeah. They'll probably be telling him to get lost now. Surely you can't.
Well, the thing is, where would the hell would Sunderland be without his goals this season? Now, he's got 31 goals or something.
Yeah.
And none of them were penalties, by the way. So he's done well.
He's done well. He's been a player of the season, but
apparently he just got a bucket load of abuse. So he just told them to F off.
Wow! I'll tell you what, he'll be gone then. White could be gone. and they got a new owner at the club. So he's only, what, 23, 24? And will Lee Johnson be there in the season? I don't know. Got crazy goal for some of a good fit.
It was all right.
I got played it. And he celebrated the Sunderland goals and the Lincoln penalty miss. Just makes it known. He doesn't want. He wants to play against Sunderland. That's what it is. So he can make some money.
Well, it's a big game for certainly the clubs in League One, isn't it? I mean, you know, some of those small clubs, you know, that Sunderland now are associated with.
Yeah, that's all it is. Oh, and Wyke's out of contract as well, apparently.
Well, he'll not be there next year. I highly doubt it.
Why they allowed him to hand out his contract? That's another dumb move for me.
I mean, if he goes, they're going to miss his goals next season, aren't they? You know what I mean? So it's their own fault at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I don't know why these clubs do it. They let the players' contracts run down, and unless he said to them, "If you know, I'm not signing a new deal unless we go up," so you know, exactly. he's just giving the Sunderland fans the old ta-da.
Exactly. To do that sort of thing, wow. And then, are they happy with Lee Johnson though, or who's going to come in? Who's going to come to Sunderland and take that job on if Johnson do get the push?
It's a more poison chalice than Newcastle, that one at the minute.
Oh, right, dude. Make sure you get back to money as well. If you get back to money, then great. But they got no parachute payment left anyway, Sunderland.
Yeah.
Knackered.
Well, they've got the money. I think they've got the money now, but it's just who's going to want to go and play at that club.
Exactly.
Well, Miggy, that's terrible. That is a terrible through ball.
He didn't even look. Oh, Shelby, man. And then Steve Bruce come out and say, if he can beat them 4-0, where does that put him?
I mean, I thought we'd beat them convincingly today, but then you see that there's no striker, and you think, well, you know, Maxi's not prolific. Almiron's not prolific. The only prolific scorer we've got on that pitch at the minute is Willock. But how far is Steve Bruce going to allow him to plough forward today? If Miggy's already, you know, up front.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. Absolutely unbelievable. They want Barley back. That's Kevin Bauer, by the way. Would you guys take Nuno? I'll take Nuno all day long, mate. I'll take him all day long.
Well, the thing is, what we need to say is Nuno a better manager than Steve Bruce? Yes, by a long shot. So yes, we'd take him. Of course we'd have him.
Levels above him. I'll tell you something, right? I think he'll end up going to Tottenham, by the way, Nuno.
You reckon?
He'll end up going to Tottenham. I think he'll go to Tottenham. Or he may just take a year out of the game and then come back because he's missed his family in Portugal, mind, you know. And if he goes to Tottenham, then he has to make sure that he gets back properly, Paul.
Well, it's all about the money, I think, isn't it? If they offer him a good contract, I think he'd sign.
Levy.
But I don't see a whole host of managers queuing up for the Spurs job, like.
That's unbelievable, man. I mean, Van Tantegen from Ajax turned it down. Nagelsmann turned it to do it.
But if Steve Bruce is this massively tremendous manager, why is Steve Bruce not being linked with it?
Exactly. Totally agree. And Sheffield United, right? And Wolves.
Oh,
yeah.
Going to Fulham.
Ridiculous, man. So these pundits need to keep their mouths shut and think of something bad this year. Otherwise, we're just going to wind up. We're just going to get sick of it. Shite game this, man. I agree. If we got Nuno, somehow I'd love to see how he develops Jacob Murphy. He'll develop him well.
Well, we could probably see a few players develop, to be fair, couldn't we?
Aye. I mean,
because Nuno would be willing to spend time with players.
This is the thing. As long as he gets the money, as long as he gets back to
man, he didn't touch you. Come on.
And I got phone Sean, so let's all laugh for Sunderland.
Oh, we already have. We will continue to laugh at Sunderland for quite some time.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what,
It's the only, let's face it, it's the only bloody thing we can laugh at the minute.
I know. If anyone's going to laugh, it should be us because we've been shite last season.
Nice.
And people say, yeah, but he kept us up. He's kept us up. Alan Brazil, I've got respect for Alan Brazil.
Alan Brazil loves Steve Bruce, man. He's loved him for years. He's had him on his show so many times.
This is it. He came on the Jim White show the other week, didn't he? Oh, my God. And he ripped Craig Hope a good one. So 3-0 to Newcastle, which it was. Leeds scored their goal up, by the way. Leicester's got a penalty. Scores are going to be made with Atkins on. Those two have carried the so-called big club for a long time. I'm sure they're going to get that replaced.
Yeah.
1-0 to Leeds.
Gareth Bale's not going back, is he? He's going back to Madrid, he's already said. So they've lost Bale as well.
1-0 to Leicester. Oh, Leicester gets Champions League, man.
Who will Leicester playing? Spurs?
Spurs. And I've got Kevin Head. I want to show ahead on that. Nuno has seen H's Zose. Read also Simone Inzaghi has to be shortlisted for the Spurs job. Whoever don't know who Simone Inzaghi is, he's the coach of Lazio. It's this right, Joe, Italian football correspondent.
Well, you are.
Well, they got a big game to need. Milan. Well, Juve's got to beat Bologna to need to hope Milan don't win.
Because Juve aren't even in the Champions League now, are they?
Oh, in a minute. If they win and need to Milan get beat, then Juve would get that. But they won the Italian Cup, but still been a poor season in the league. I do like Andrea Pirlo, but it's just another Arteta not ready for the big club yet.
You'd think Pirlo would do a lot better, wouldn't you? Because he's worked under some amazing managers in his time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You'd think he'd pick up a few traits from some of them managers.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that from Miggy. That is awful, man.
Awful for that.
Oh, what? That was terrible, that was absolutely terrible.
Oh, and they nearly scored.
And they nearly score.
They nearly did.
That's dreadful football. He's got to be better than that, John. He's got to be better than that.
That was shocking.
I mean, that was just a straight pass, and he plays it over the Newcastle player's head straight to Fulham. I mean, that was just awful. And this is what I mean by us being lucky this season, John. You know, I think any normal season we would have been crucified in some games.
Exactly. Can you imagine that was like bloody Salah or Manny running the ball past to the Salah? Haven't even been the back of the net? And then people are telling us we're not allowed to go on to play as.
Come on, Mickey, keep going. Again, it just looks like Maxie's. Shoot, Joe! Shoot!
Oh,
corner. That's a corner.
This is another film. I done a stream last night about Joe Willock yesterday. So whether he's going to stay with us or go back to Arsenal. I think he'll come back to us, you know. He'll come back to us, man.
I'm not so sure, buddy. I'm really not. I think Steve Bruce is already putting the way he talks about it. It's like he's trying to sort of, I don't know, make it known that it's going to be difficult to get him.
Just put the 22 million bid in for him, man. That's it. Then again, you got the 12 million budget, right?
They'll not get him for 22, John. No way.
I think 22 million enough.
I don't. Well, I don't. I honestly think Arsenal will ask for more than that because of the ways. I think had we, after the first couple of games he played for us, John, I think you're right. We could have gone in and just said, look, let's put a deal on the table now, 22 million, end of the season, to make him permanent. And I think Arsenal would have agreed to that. But the fact that, he's got all these goals, it's put his value up, you know what I mean? So it's... But then again, you're right. We've only got a £12 million budget, apparently. So how the hell are we going to get somebody like Willock?
It's our club policy, man. It's a joke. And they want to buy the players all the cheapest as the cheapest. We're a charity case, though, Paul. We're a charity case. We are an absolute joke of a club. And I've said this so many a time. Seething, man. Absolutely seething. I mean, we need a takeover. When I was saying all eyes on a takeover, we should be talking about who's going to come here, who's going to come here, who's going to get this sort of thing. Yeah, all I'm interested now is a takeover. That's it.
Oh God, mighty Murphy. That's where Murphy has to improve. Knowing when to get rid of the ball and not be caught out with it.
This
Joe
is
Willock bursting again. Go
He's
on,
gone
Joe.
50 yards to the ball.
Knee went to...
Yeah, he's done it again. He's done it again.
Oh! Honestly, man, he's going to be such a miss for us if we don't sign this guy. I mean, honestly, John,
Yeah,
it'll devastate me if we don't sign this kid.
absolutely. Look, he's run 50 yards to the ball. What a great drive. What a fantastic drive. He gets it again. He's not offside, man.
You know what it is? He got a bit of luck, but by God, he didn't half take it well, didn't he?
He went offside, man. Never offside. Afternoon to Paul. Hope you're okay. We are copy and pasting it. Paste it. Copy and paste FC. 7 in a row. Unbelievable. I swear Willock has scored Lesbian nightclub. That's Judy. This guy, I tell you what, this guy is real. He's a real one in the building. I just hope that we just get him signed up. But if that means get rid of Miggy to get him, so be it.
I mean, he's just proved what a good player he is there. You know what I mean? It's brilliant.
Brilliant goal. Exactly, man. Totally agree.
The way he drives forward with that ball, he's the only player that looks like he's going to score for us. He really is.
Exactly. Solo effort for Willock. I would definitely take my leads on those players.
I mean, we should be like saying, you know, a club the size of Newcastle should be going in and say, right, name your fee for this kid and we play him. We could build a midfield around this kid.
Exactly.
But no, Steve Bruce wants to build a midfield around bloody Shelby. Honestly.
Exactly. Get sack him. Just sack him off. Sack him off. Get this guy in. Job done. We need to inflate. We need to start in the midfield. 14 appearances, 8 goals, 18 shots on target. Shots 13 on target. Unbelievable. I think Lee Gunner and Chig will love that. But the question is he going to win Arsenal the title? Probably not.
It was very interesting with what, you know, Arteta had to say about Willock and saying about him, you know, saying he'll have a conversation with him in the summer. He didn't necessarily say if that was a conversation about playing for Arsenal next season or about playing somewhere else. So it's still in the balance for me, but I think it's very difficult to see how we're going to, unless it'll be another season-long loan. But I'd say to Arsenal, look, we'll give you £5 million up front for a season-long loan.
Yeah.
And then with a view to buy for £35 million at the end of next season, we'll have first dibs on them.
Exactly.
Put an agreement in place before, and then there's no doubt then. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that way, things will be sort of, as we go on the ball, by the way.
Right, come on, Miggy.
I mean, use your brain, lad. Oh, that's better.
That's better. He's having a pop.
He is. That's what I want to see. It will make us 13th if Southampton and Palace score stays the same. That's another $5 million on the price tag. Make the most of it, lads, because you ain't signing this kid. I still think you're signed for us. Either loan or permanent. Easy to think so. We score 2 more goals. Doubtful will come 12th as things stands. And then I eat some humble pie by Bruce. I won't be.
The thing is, John, right? The three, you know, if Fulham are constantly backing off when we're running at them. So that should say to Maxi, Miggy, and Joe Willock, let's just keep going. Let's just keep running at these guys because they're backing off and backing off and backing off.
Every time.
Let's score some goals.
Every time. Miggy's off-ball movement is poor out of the air, missing Wilson's runs and that. I totally agree there, apart from that shot.
That's a good ball, Miggy. That's a good ball out wide.
Here's something much on option.
Murphy coming down the right-hand side. Oh, nice.
He's offside. No!
Oh, come on.
He was offside, so why play the pass?
He should have given it. He should have given it earlier to Kraft if that was the ball he was going to play.
Oh, he might actually start Fulham today.
You what?
Mike Ashley's at Fulham. Brucey Pie. Daft Kraft running offside. This is the thing, right, with Kraft.
I don't think it was Kraft's fault, that, mate. I honestly think Murphy delayed the pass too long. And if he wasn't going to give it to Kraft, then he should have just crossed that in, which I think was what Maxi was telling him to do. That's a push all day long.
All day long. Daft Kraft. She's clever, isn't she?
Well, it was Billy that came up with that one, John.
I know. I know. I was going to say, look, the thing is, right, what winds up is the next season, if Bruce is still there, I know we don't, right? That's what I want to see for Newcastle. Have another go attacking. That's what we need to do. None of this sitting back crap, you know what I mean? Give our fans what we want.
But I don't think we'll get... that's a terrible foul to give away, Richie. That's long stuff. The thing is, John, I can't see Bruce playing any other way because this is how he sets up. That's poor from Longstaff. That's a poor foul.
Unbelievable. You're right.
This is dangerous again. Got some height there, Fulham, haven't they?
They have. Some big ones up there.
Here it comes.
That's the backers all day long.
That's all, yeah.
Just because when it comes down the mead, I can steal it from take the credit. Bruce does it every time. And TalkSport loves him for it. That is the thing. If I say it now, right, and when anyone haven't heard this, if Bruce is that wonderful, why is it not being linked to the Spurs job, the Wolves job? You know what I mean? If it's that great, I think these puns need to get their mouth shut, by the way. Paul, do you think David is at Craven Cottage right now, David?
No, he's definitely not. But if he even tried to get there today, he wouldn't have found the ground, would he?
Nah. Do you know what I mean? Ballard's punch, John. Thanks very much, and do Jay.
Do you wish my uniform? What?
Got a corner here.
It's a lovely move as well for that corner, by the way.
I just think if we can get a second goal here, John, we could maybe get 3 or 4.
Exactly.
Just knock the stuffing right out of Fulham.
Totally agree.
It's a good corner.
It's the goals away. Come out, Martin.
That's the Dravkas. Oh, you could have took that back into your box there, Martin. Get up, Maxi. Stop the cross coming in.
Alexa managed Newcastle United. Yay. Who's this bloke on the top of the hand? That's Claude from AFTV. He sadly passed away a couple months ago. And rest in peace, Claude. You're in a good place, my guy. I'll come down in a minute, by the way. And Lexi shot himself. No, I am home watching the game. I've got my glasses on. Good man, David. Oh, that's a poor defense. That's poor. No foul, Maxi then.
Terrible clearance, that. That's not a foul. Right, come on. Break out fast.
That's a poor ball. Aim for Shelby. You know, remember on AFTV, there's a guy called Mo on AFTV?
Yeah.
He's no longer there now.
Oh, I know, because of the Palestine stuff. I read about that. I've seen that. I've seen what Mo had to say as well. I think that's shocking. Shocking that they did that.
He's been brilliant for AFTV, man. First they lost Claude, and now they lost Mo. Unbelievable.
It's like a business that now, isn't it? I mean, they just come on, keep your heads up.
Unbelievable. Well, basically, Mo was just sent out a tweet regarding the Palestine sort of thing, calling AFTV cowards, right?
Yeah.
Robbie took that back, and he said, well, look, you can't come back on AFTV now. They tried to do it privately, but unfortunately, this can't go on, so we've got to let you go. So, Mo, it's no longer on AFTV. Check it out on YouTube, sort of thing. It's on there. Check it out, and Robbie will tell you exactly what went on. So, it is what it is. But that is sad, man. Oh, man. Shocking, man. We can't even tackle, man.
Lost the ball there. He shouldn't have lost the ball.
You're going to win it. You're going to lose the ball. Try and win it. So
Fulham aren't exactly like getting the ball and going at us, are they?
No.
Which I think's been their problem all season. And a lot of the Fulham fans have complained about some of the football Scott Parker plays. It's not urgent enough. Well, we could say the same thing under our manager, couldn't we?
Totally agree. Not urgent enough at times. But this is not the Fulham that we watched at St. James's Park when they took us apart.
No.
Who do you think who impressed? Who's improved for Newcastle this season?
Improved?
Yeah, who's improved us this season?
Nobody. I don't think there's not one player that you can say has dramatically improved.
Not really. I was going to say Jacob Murphy, but it's distribution.
Well, Murphy to a degree, yes. I mean, he's been put in this wing back position, and I think he's done all right. But if we're looking at massive improvement, I think Murphy improved more when he was out on loan.
Yeah,
that's where he's improved this game.
Exactly.
I genuinely don't see any.
None of them. None.
I mean, we can't even keep the ball here against Fulham. You know what I mean? We're just they're camped in our half. Yeah. They just haven't got a killer instinct.
No. I have to agree with you, Paul, because I'm going to do my rewards this week. Who's been the best players, been the worst, best performances. So I'm going to do that this week. And I'm going to be real with you here. I don't think none of them's improved. Not one.
I mean, it's terrible, this at the minute. I mean, I know we're a goal. Oh, that's a go on, Maxi.
Be direct. That's a wide goal kick. Got a comment here from Billy. Hendrick has improved. He's much better on the bench. Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
100%. We need Man United to put a hefty hattie past Wolves to hit 12.
There again, John. Look at that Maximan running, and then look at this shot, man. It's terrible.
Shocking.
Dear. Come on, you got to be stronger than that. Go and press him.
They're not pressing the lads, just standing off him. No one ain't moving. Press.
This isn't great. This, John, I'm sorry. It's
still crap, man. Kieran Clark, maybe. Kieran Clark improved Newcastle.
Well, to a degree, but he's been left out now. So we're saying if he's the most improved player, then he's been benched.
Yeah, totally agree. I totally agree, man.
Fulham have lost 25 games out of 27 when they've conceded first. And only drawn 2. They've never won when they've conceded first.
Exactly. We're getting camped in a minute. This is another we need to do. The pressing. You have to press. Oh, that's poor control, man.
Yeah, that's
Murphy again. Oh, Hoey, man, Murphy. Come on, Hoey. Oh. We're under the cosh here.
Just a tad.
We're under the cosh.
Oh, off the top of the bar.
They'll probably get Josh Maggio on soon in half. You watch.
It's like we normally do, John. We score a goal and then we just sit back again. That's basically how this has gone.
We're just happy sitting back. It's ridiculous, man. Just over the bar, lads.
See what he's trying to do. Bend it in the top bin.
I know. I got Judy here. I've not followed Fulham too closely this year. What was in that made their season implode? Scoring first and not winning the games for me. Fulham's got to score soon, I reckon. And Jake, tell you what, at least Norwich and Watford are playing some nice football these days. Can't wait to be rid of these Champions Week one sides like West Brom.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, right, but I'm already worried for next season, Paul.
I think everybody is, John, considering who we've got available. It's just like I said, there's just nothing to look forward to.
Not at all. The club just do completely the opposite. Yeah, we've got to get Joe Willock. They're after this player from Tottenham who's been out on loan on Bournemouth. Yeah, we're trying to get a League One striker from Wigan, right? On the cheap. But get them. Yeah, get a player that's going to do a job. Joe Willock will do a job. I'm telling you. I just think, come on, they need to wait, man.
We're just not at the races, man. I mean, we scored that goal, but have we really been good today? Nope.
No.
The football's terrible. I mean, Fulham have just had the ball so much in this first half. It's annoying, John, because we just every time we take the lead and then we just stop playing. I mean, that's the manager, that.
Exactly, man. I totally agree. That's it. Just sit back all the time. He's quite happy for 1-0s all the time. That's what he does.
Oh, Millie, that's shocking, that, man.
Carries on, mate. He's all dropping him a 0 if he carries on like this.
That was a simple ball just to play up to Maxi. What the hell? Honestly, he's so out of form. It is terrible.
I'll pass Kevin on this guy. I'm not going to tap it out yet, but he's got until next season if he's there to fix up. Otherwise, go to a different league. Palace are losing, by the way. I'll tell you what, they're going to score in a minute. They're going to whip one in a minute.
They're completely dominating this game. Absolutely dominating. Every time the ball comes to a Fulham player.
Totally agree. Totally agree. Every time. Every time. I mean, they had chances, man. They just have one over the bar, you know.
Yep.
I'm glad this is not the final game where you have to win to stay up. I want that striker from Peterborough, Dembele.
Yeah.
He's powerful, isn't he? Or Brentford might get him. I think you, Tom, will be okay, my guy. It was a all long ball, isn't it? We just all long ball, hoof all the time.
All it is, every single time.
Totally agree. Better. Would you give Andy Carroll a 2-year deal? A 2-year deal?
Absolutely not.
Not a chance. Again, they're doing things.
Why give these players deals? They're not involved. Dwight Gale, why give him a 3-year contract, right? Why?
Involved.
He's not involved. He's not even in the reckoning. We haven't got a striker on the pitch, so there's no point.
Exactly.
Just let him go and save him. At least we've got the money from his wages.
Exactly. And give that money, give that wages to Joe Willock.
Because at the end of the day, John, we're not going to get much for Dwight Gale, are we, realistically?
He'd be on the fee, mate. He'd be on the fee. Fee. I'll read this out quickly. Hi, Tom. Or hi, Tom. Hi, anyone. And hi. Anything I missed? First on the stalk defender, we are after who Janis. I don't know anything about this guy. I don't know anything about him.
John, read it.
Yeah. Who Janis? Who Janis? I'll go back again.
Huge anus, John.
Huge years. Love it. Love it. We're a bit too quick, did I? Hey, everyone. You all right? You guys all right? You imagine if there's a must-win game and Fulham dominate like this, we'd be relegated, mate. Out and about with Rob. We love you, John, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well, we love you too, Rob. Thank you. Don't be that again. Wow. Leeds are winning 2-0. That's better.
I think that's it's not the ball. Emil Kraft can't cross a ball to save his freaking life.
And everyone celebrated when we got Emil Kraft. Everyone celebrated. I didn't.
I certainly didn't. I didn't even know who he was. I'd never heard of the kid.
I did. Playing Bologna.
You did.
That's better.
The old encyclopedia of Italian football.
And I'm just ahead of the curve, mate. Ahead of the curve. And I'll have people, right, DM me. I would go at us on social media, right? Comment and say, being negative if we even kick the bar, sort of thing. I like to 5 or 6 people, and those 5 or 6 people DM me, right, on the very same season and say, John, I'm sorry. I take it back away from what you said. You are correct. I don't want the apologies, Paul. I do not want the apologies. Yeah? My eyes don't lie. You know why? Because I trust them. You know what I mean? And he is absolute poor. What do you think of Mass Debater from Brentford? Ivan Tony Rooney better. What's the lineup? Any young stars? Not at all. Not at all. Just young long staffs not getting in the team again. Shelby haven't been too bad, to be honest.
We're just happy to lose the ball constantly. It's just shocking. I mean, Maxi looks like he's got more bandages on than a frigging mummy.
Yeah, Sandy today.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. That's a good ball, Ashley. That's a
hell of a ball from.
Hold it up. No one ain't there, guys.
Right, what is that? Yeah, but who's he passing it to, John? Hold it up and wait for somebody.
He didn't even look. And another thing is, right, there's no talking in that. There's no one in calling for the bar. Would you be happy if you had Matty on loan? Not Rangers, no thank you. Celtic, yes. Rangers, not chance. Joking aside, see the French Bordeaux striker, Alpha Kenny Bordy. Good one, Ryan. I love that. Really great ball to invisible man there. Holy, that's a poor man. I just don't know what
but if you put anything on about if you put anything on there about Miggy, you know, all the Miggy lovers will just come out and shoot you down. I don't know. I don't know what they see. I honestly don't.
Yeah, I like to tell them straight. I just tell them straight.
I just do not think he's a Premier League player.
No, I think he's a Spanish league player. Taken. Oh, got with Cleveland Steamer would be better than John. I got 684. That's half time 1-0 to Toon.
Yeah.
Who's this MLS striker coming on 3 guys? Now, don't know his name, but he's a. We don't
Kevin somebody, isn't it?
Yeah, Kevin Stewart.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
This is the thing. We're going for players who we never heard of in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. So, first half, 1-0. Scored a goal from Willock. After that, we just sat back again.
Yeah. Right, I'll be back shortly, buddy.
Get yourself a half-time talking, mate. Have a word of abuse. Yeah, so Johnny Russell, that's the one. He used to play for Derby, right? Thanks for that. And Bulls, Wolves equalised. Looks like 13th. It's a shoo-in, but not 12th. Fair enough. That's Nuno's last game of the season. Yeah, I mean, 1-0. Again, I just thought it absolutely shat after he scored again. And would I take Nuno's manager all day long, man? All day long. All day long. And I'm going to get myself a drink. I'll take me break. Here I'm back. Yeah, like I said, I'm good talking to the players and Steve Bruce. I said, Steve, let the players attack more. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, most parts all Bruce for 38 games. I'm going to try and Willock come to Ibrox. I tell you, if he goes to Ibrox, yeah, I'll come and find you, Andrew. I'll come and find you, right? And believe you and me, I'll chuck over the time bridge and I. Pardon me, no, only joking, mate. Nah, I ain't gonna happen. Playing for Steven Gerrard. Wow. I've seen surprises. Well, I was shite, absolutely shite. Kevin, I agree with you there, mate. Totally agree. About having me takeaway as manager than Steve Bruce, yeah, totally agree. I'd rather be in America and just go to bed after watching this shite, you know what I mean? Stoke, Swindon, Mogadishu. Right, guys, in chat, who's winning the Euros? That was on last week. I didn't even watch it. So, Portugal, half-time, please. Get the killer. Team's looking great. I can eat apple with them. Yeah. But when Italy won the Euros, I expected John to be seen drinking to the band. I tell you what, though. I tell you, should be drinking that neat. Juve players, if they don't beat Bologna out in it and fail to qualify for the Champions League in the top 4. And France, I would say France going to win it. I mean, France will win it. I hope England or Italy will win it for me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Hopefully, second half's got to put some fan noise on because those Fulham fans have been quiet. I got it on mute. Where's this set going to end, Kev? Asking that one. Let's go through the comments on here. All we want is the lockdown to be fully better all over the world so I can get back to Italy some stage because I would miss me Italian football there and cultures and stuff as well. I've been to quite again given I never saw it on the 7th here. With regards to Steve Ball's manager, Ashley No. I've got 2 yellow cards, Villa. Gonna be in the Emdale Cup unless Spurs help us. Have you been to the club dinner time, Andrew? Season one got lots of comments coming through, man. Just keep smashing them up, guys. You know, just smash, demolish the like button, and also leave the comments in the section down below as well. Thank you very much. You board under 23 and bring the young stars through. I mean, I still cannot believe that more. It's no longer AFTV anymore. Let's have a look there. So many comments there. Just smash them in. There it goes. I've got lots of hair, John. Fulham first off, quality of Yorkshire, and we can't have ambitions to keep the lad. If we don't keep this guy, if we're not going to sign this guy, to me, then I'm done with this football club. Absolutely done. Because at the end of the day, we got exactly the same players that we got today going into next season. And also, we only got 12 million budget as well, which is an absolute joke. It is, John. Yeah. Okay, Willock said. Carl's off the 2-year deal and talk next week about it. I tell you what, that cannot happen. If he signs that 2-year deal, to me, that tells us everything that you know about the football club. We are an absolute joke. We really are. And what would we listen to talk of Newcastle next season? Oh, man. For me, probably the same all again. Same again. Same. I'm not going to be funny about Ali. But I think there'd be better teams than us are really going to give it a go. And unfortunately, for me, we could be struggling. If ASM goes, Miggy goes, we're going to be struggling big style. And now I've got Hi, John. How's your game going? It's Willock in the team. How's it been? Not watching us, I'm watching the Arsenal game. Mate, he's been absolutely outstanding. 7 goals straight this season. He scored 7 goals. He scored again. He carried the ball 50 yards. Fulham defended that well. The ball came out to him and he smashed in the back of the net. 7 goals in 7 games. He has been absolutely fantastic. If I was doing my player ratings for the season, he's definitely getting a 10 from me. 10, 10, 10. So he's been fantastic. I hope he signed the guy in the summer. It was a good first half. Passer is good, but the last 20 minutes or so has been absolutely poor. Man U just scored by the way. Liverpool winning, Leicester drawing, and I've got 12 million. We'll cover the boot polish for the lads. What a joke. We are a job of a club. Honestly, real talk. How much we get prize money wise? A lot more than 12 million. We'll get 120 million pounds for that. I got Andrew Rangers fan. John, this is what I think will happen. I think Ozabaka will be the one gone, especially with Woodman back. It wouldn't surprise us, really. It would not surprise us what happened. You know what I mean? And so thank you, John. Really happy for him. Hope he did Arsenal Newcastle proud. I tell you what, the guy's been absolutely magnificent. Breaking records for the club as well. That just goes to show that Joe Willock has been absolutely dynamic. And long may it continue. I hope he stays. I hope we sign him up. I just got a tweet from an Arsenal fan, and he is saying, Willock's making records. All right, mate. Yeah.
All right.
I just got an Arsenal fan tweet and texting us and say that he's making records for us.
I just put on Twitter before that I thought we were the footballers absolutely shocking, and then somebody replied to it saying, "Give it a rest, man. We're winning." Is this what we've got to like put up with now? You know, this kind of football just because we're winning.
You know what it is, mate? Time to know something, man. He'll come back. If he apologizes to you, just turn around to him and say, I don't want your apology. I don't want it because my eyes don't lie. What I say is correct. Stick to what you believe in. Do you know what I mean?
It's terrible.
But some Newcastle fans, I don't want negativity. Do you know what I mean? Come on, away. Our fan base, man, it's just a joke. Some of our fan base, I'm not going to lie.
I don't know what the Watchman. I don't know what do they want. What do they want from this team? Is this the kind of football that they want to continue to watch?
We want the best for the club. We want the best for the club. And all these people are saying are quite happy to see negative football. If that's what he wants to do, that's fine. It's not what I want. That is that. Looks 35 million, but 12 might get you a season loan. And hello to Andy Ruda. Hope you're okay, my guy. He's the one who's supporting and cheered on Sunderland yesterday. Bless him. But he's a good lad, really.
Oh, I really do worry for next season, John, if this is what we've got to put up with, man.
Yeah,
I can't see the squad being very different.
No, it'll be the same. We'll probably lose a couple of players, by the way. I think I'm hearing that Ashley might sell a couple of players just to stick 2 things up at us. Oh,
look at the Spurs. Murphy's in.
Gotta be. Oh, man.
Willock was just trying to flip that on there. I think he got a chance to actually score.
He's better. I mean, Judy's made a good point, by the way. I hate that, Paul, because we're winning. It's a double-edged sword of philosophy. It's the Jose Mourinho special one philosophy. Ugly football, but a few more points. Listen, the thing I want to see is a win, the style, and then the points.
Mm.
Unbelievable, man.
Willock's injured.
That doesn't look good. Yes, this destiny.
He's took a I think he's, I hope he's just winded there.
Let's hope so.
Seems to be good.
Take 10, take 5, take 5. Where's the people? Where's the physio staff?
He's in trouble, Willock. There's someone not right there.
Nah. Show on the pitch doesn't look it. I'm hearing, Paul, right? I don't know how true it is, right? But the next com's going to come out, right? That Burnley budget's going to be £100 million in the summer.
Burnley's going to spend £100 million.
They got a budget of 100 million.
Well, how if they're 90 million in debt?
Well,
you know what I mean?
100 million. Wow. I tell you what, if that is true, they're on debt. But wow.
We've only had 41% possession again against Fulham.
That's something right there. And I've got Jake here. What is the release have we done? What is it factor that makes you guys play like wow Wolves who just won it? And
The manager, simple as that. The manager installs that into your team.
He does 2 training sessions a day. Plays murder ball as well in a week. There's more than one way to skin a cat. You can win football matches by playing hoofball and tedious defensive tactics. Billy, totally agree. That's a lovely bob ASM. You got, oh man,
Miggy's never going to get to that in a million years.
A chance. He didn't even attempt it, did he? I got Chris G. High, Joe Linton. He's a sub, and he's at a sub bench, and he, Joe.
Is he?
I think he is, you know. No, he's not playing, is he? I don't know what's happened to him.
He's injured, isn't he?
I think he is. Just you got a message, Paul. Just message you something else on Twitter. Yeah, I've seen that. Take no notice of him, man.
Yeah.
Take no notice, man, because
Joe Willock has now scored more Premier League goals than Kevin De Bruyne, Mason Mount, Jack Grealish, James Rodriguez, Christian Pulisic, Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka, Mason Greenwood, Timo Werner, Anthony Martial, and Paul Pogba, and he's only played half a season.
Unbelievable.
So there you go.
Unbelievable. And that's why also be so frightened and scared to sell them to us, you know what I mean? But the best we're going to get, Paul, is a season-long loan, I think. They probably changed their flipping mind and just say you're going to get a season-long loan out of him, and that's it. Because actually, ain't going to spend the money. He ain't going to spend £22 million on this kid.
I mean, it's just no.
Oh, just subscribe to me. Yes, thanks so much for that, Chris. I really much appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. Subscribe to the channel. Big up to you, my guy.
Don't forget, I'll be live straight after the match at 6 o'clock over on my channel.
Yeah,
for the match reaction live
with Jade.
Yeah.
She's wicked, isn't she? She's good.
She speaks her mind, well and truly.
I like her. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing on that. Yeah, I've seen it as well.
That was a poor ball by Dummett. Just kicked it straight out of play. I think if Fulham had a decent front line, I think they would have been at least on level terms by now.
Absolutely amazing. I think Fulham are decent football. Just need the right formation. So it looks unbalanced in a minute for Fulham.
Yeah, it does.
Got Judy here. Stash likes up, folks. I'll show. Thanks very much indeed.
Dangerous.
Corner again. Another penalty to Leicester. Let's go.
Really?
10. Yeah. There's more atmosphere in a library than there's a Craven Cottage. I have to agree there. I tell you what, though, Fulham are starting well again. They are.
I think there's only about 2,000 there, though, John.
Yeah, I believe so.
Obviously, it's an average of your capacity, isn't it?
Yeah. Sunderland had 10,000 yesterday. Richie's down by the way. Got Kevin here. All these players to score more goals than wow. You named some top players there, Paul. And like you said, Willock has only played a few games. Jade is going to be fuming this afternoon. If this carries on, it will do. If this carries on, it's going to happen. And yeah, I mean, I've got to do a few. I've done 3 streams yesterday. Joe Willock, the watch along, and the press conference action. I did.
Jesus.
And that's what I've got to do. I don't know if I'll do the play ratings tomorrow. I'm gonna do. I've got a Swansea Brentford fan at St. I'm on Thursday. Touch wood. I'll do like the reward thing either on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm gonna do the Champions League watch along on Saturday. I'm still thinking about that. Should be a cracking game. You're always welcome to come on if you want, but you've got things to do, haven't you? Saturday. Have a look.
God knows, mate. God knows.
Absolutely crazy, man. I mean, still 1-0, but how is it 1-0 at a minute?
God only knows, John.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, you're right. I totally agree with you. Everything you said there. If this ain't got anything to go by in the summer, Joe Willock might just keep us up. But then again, it doesn't take one player to keep us up. It's the whole team. Fulham's trying to play out for the back, and they've done really well there.
I don't know what where's all this playing out from the back come from? Never used to be like that, did it?
Nah. I mean,
you keep it, you just launch it.
Is that? If remember Sursa's right, it all started with Man City, but I've noticed it started with Huddersfield as well. Huddersfield done that as well. When we played them, we lost 2-1. They started playing that as well, and we just didn't know how to cope with it. One other incredible player like Willock has scored more than goals than you guessed it, Joe Linton. Champions League final free to watch, a game from BT. So if
they've said it's free on the app and on YouTube, isn't it? So
that's brilliant, absolutely amazing. What's Joe doing?
Awful! Oh, what a miss!
What was Willock doing, man?
Wow!
What was he doing?
Wow!
It's Willock.
Listen to all the boos, man. Jesus.
And the defense as well. The defense were poor as well. But then again, Willock, what was he doing? Ooh.
Tell you what, there's a few boos going around.
Quite rightly so. Quite rightly so. I'm absolutely amazed that no one else has linked with Joe Willock. Watch out.
Well, we don't know, do we? We don't know yet.
As it stands, Chelsea on 5th, Leicester on 4th. Chelsea
getting beat.
They're losing, are they? Willock was shocking there. They have to win the Champions League as well. Because they won't start Tuchel. Excuse me, John, I'm not even going to read that, but answer is no. Putting it off on the back, Pep. Willock's trying to get his price down. You know what I mean?
Fulham's dominating this game. It is just one-way traffic.
Paul, the next 10 minutes they'll score. They're scoring the next 10 minutes. You watch.
I mean, if they had a striker on the pitch, realistically, they'd be drawn now, wouldn't it?
Exactly. That was a poor miss there. That should have been in the back of the net. Should have ripped the net, and it didn't. Joe Willock, what was he thinking of, man?
Oh, dear me, how?
You're not pushing out, man. Push out.
This is embarrassing. This is really embarrassing here. They pinned us right back.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ, honestly.
I'll tell you what it is, right? I mean, they're not even offered a new deal for Fernandes neither.
Yeah.
I think he's gone at the end of the season. Let's be real about it. He'll be gone. Wow, that was something like a chance that Mac missed yesterday. Yep. That Alamo at the minute. I think Willock can be forgiven 1 or 2 poor moments. This is a bit of boost us and shut the players to finish the season and how we've played most of it. And that is sitting back. We can't do it. Can't do it. John, what are your predictions as to our top 4 race? Well, we know that Inter Milan, Napoli, Atalanta are guaranteed. But as things stands, if Milan win their game, there's nothing you can do about it. If Milan get beat and Juve win their game, we'll be going up to Champions League. But it's out of our hands at this moment in time. But Milan's got to play Atalanta away. That would not be easy. And Juve's got Bologna. I expect us to win Bologna. So it's gone to the wire, and that's exactly what's happening, sort of thing. So, I mean,
Villa's gone 2 up against Chelsea, John.
Oh, they're not the Champions League now, Chelsea. That's one of the big.
Leicester need to hang on.
That's one of the big 6 out then. Big 6 out then.
Well, that would mean if Chelsea want to play Champions League next year, they've got to win it, haven't they?
They have to win the thing, and that's things that I still think Man City will win it. I've always said Man City's going to win the Champions League. This game is big.
But last time they met, remember?
Yeah.
Chelsea beat them at the Etihad. Look at them average positions for us. Look at them average positions.
Shocking.
Nobody in the final third.
Just 2. 2, man. 2. Well, an absolute joke, Paul. Really are. I mean, I tell you, if I lived in Australia, I'll be in bed. I'll be sick of it.
Absolutely shocking it is.
I'll be in bed 100%. I'll be absolutely in bed. I need another 15 people to hit 700 for us. 15 people, like 700. To be fair, also, man, you have really made me appreciate how fun the European League can be. It's a hidden gem. And Billy said, in 3 words...
I would do anything for Newcastle to be in the Europa League now.
Yeah,
anything.
I want a Europa League. Paul, what I want to be in Europe. Definitely be playing European football, me. But I want to win the FA Cup. I want to win the FA Cup. You know what I mean? Just have a go with the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. Let's be real about this. Are we going to be top 4? No. Are we ever going to be winning the league? Never.
Just something, just something to have a go at.
Exactly.
That's all we want.
If you go to Wembley, we get a wallop. Okay, cool. We've been at Wembley. Even Morecambe gone to the new Wembley. We haven't.
Well, we did when we played Spurs in the league, didn't we? A few years back when they were playing out of Wembley. That was our only trip.
Exactly. Well, make a get your team look like Barcelona. We cannot play this way and sit back. Shocking. Well said, Ollie. Fully Chelsea, man alive. Not so much. Do you think they'll be City next weekend? For me, they won't. You think they probably will? You think they probably will?
I think it'll be quite an interesting final. Quite looking forward to it.
Aye. Or Tuchel's taking a gamble and saying, look, we're going to play the weakest team. And I've got 1 o'clock. Chris, time left on the clock. I'll go right this time. Another 29 minutes to go. And then I've got Leeds. Could be in European football next season. It could. And see, the Conference European League kicks off at the minute. You know, I'll even be in that in the European Conference. I'll be even in that as well. Remember, we qualified the Europa League, and actually, also you can pull out because the regulation meant you have to cover some of this advertising. How pathetic! I can remember that very well, Paul. How pathetic!
Yeah, I know.
He wanted to pull out of that. You know what I mean? That's not down to him. It's what the fans want, not what he wants. We don't pay £500-600 a season ticket. Or just get an order, tell her to pull out of Europe. No, it's what we want. You know what I mean? Kick at 3 p.m. on Thursdays.
I wouldn't care.
As long as you're in Europe.
It's so nice to see us in Europe, but we are a million miles away from anything like that now. And an absolute million miles.
This is the thing. Right? I mean, I'm falling asleep Yeah. Andy, I don't know where you're from this, but if you do live abroad sort of thing, do something else, man, because this game is absolutely shite. It really is.
Chelsea have pulled a goal back.
They need another one then, really. A draw will not be any good to them, will it, really?
I'm not sure. I don't think it will be, will it?
Nah, because Leicester Liverpool winning. Oh, they're going for the... Oh, that's close, man.
Good effort.
I'm not being funny, but they're getting closer. Last time I was this, the Bordeaux game. Yeah, we got to the quarterfinals, didn't we? And I've got Jara. This is the thing. This is why I want this manager sacked, because we was playing sit-back football, right? And Ash's got a decision to make. If he wants to take over, right, then we've got to sack this manager, get a decent manager in, and when the takeover comes, changes hands, we've got a good manager in there already. But Ash doesn't think that way, doesn't he?
Here comes Josh Madger.
I'm feeling bad to be on Geordie. I think we're all out in a minute.
Yeah.
I did say once each, but
I mean, even if we hang on to win this, this has just been absolutely shocking.
Exactly. I can't be celebrating. I know win is a win, but the performance is shite again.
Maximan's off, and Dwight Gale comes on.
Oh my God. Here comes the Macamaja. No, Chris Olivia Macam. ASM soft.
So
60.
we're even weaker up front now.
No. It's like playing. It's like we've got a striker up front, but that's a good tackle. Dummit. Well done.
Shelby's free kick was a shocker. Went straight to a Fulham player.
Yeah. Crazy, man. See what Dwight's going to do. Listen, I'm not going to slag him off in the Championship, but in the Premier League, come on, he ain't good enough. He's done. No. And they got offered a 3-year deal. How are Man,
it's just depressing, isn't it? It really is depressing.
And you know what
this is what we've got to look forward to.
Exactly.
A free kick in a decent position here.
You know what it is? I want to see the defensive line change. I want to see the midfielder change. We definitely need another striker. We definitely need another winger. Get rid of Miggy. Do you know what it is? Right? I'm just depressed at this moment in time. It's not been. If you give marks out of 10 for this season, how many marks would you give it for the whole thing?
For the season?
Yeah. How many marks out of 10 would you give it? 2.
And that's being generous.
Yeah. Same here. Thinking about taking the dogs for a walk. This is terrible. Kevin. Oh, that's a free header, man.
Oh, come on. Well, there you go. There you actually go.
He wasn't
free
offside.
Header. No,
and
free header. Oh, dear God.
He should have nodded it down, man. Or force a keeper out and make a save, and he didn't. There's still time for Fulham to get a goal back. That's good defending the game, Paul. That's too good.
Again. He likes the tackle, does Dummett, doesn't he?
He does. I think he'll be playing centre defence. No, it's still 2-0 Villa. They must have got chalked off.
All right.
Liverpool's still winning by the way. City, Man City.
Leicester.
Sheffield United are winning. West Ham are going to qualify for Europa League. They're winning. That's a good question there. How can we give Gale 31 a 3-year deal? This is the thing with our club, right? They do things the complete opposite, Paul. Has to be scoring that, I agree. Miggy, I'll give him 4 out of 10 first. I tell you what, I'll give him a player ratings for the whole season, and some of them are going to be disappointing, man. But it's got to be an inquest for the whole season as well. But actually, no doubt, Paul is going to pat Steve Bruce on the back.
There won't be any inquest, John. There'll not be an inquest because Ashley wanted to finish 17th. So it's just, I mean, words. I mean,
he just wants us to stay in the Premier League. That's all he wants, yeah? He's not taking a gamble. Oh, man. He handled as well. Just got from James. Miggy's banned from 4 out of 10. I'm not sure.
How can you say Miggy's better than a 4 out of 10? What's he done this season? He hasn't done anything.
Not a lot.
Just because he runs around a lot and he's high energy, that doesn't mean he should be high enough. What product has he given us?
Thoughts on Dubbott's new contract? I'm happy with that for 1 more year.
Yeah, I am as well. He doesn't deserve it because he bloody does.
He does. Rather play Michel Girl up front. Brilliant, Billy. Well done, man. Everton Cup. It's Marina needs to fix his team in the summer. I'm fuming. And then Bruce will probably get a bonus this season. Sickener. You're right. But I heard the Telegraph say that Bruce could be offered a new deal. A couple of days ago. What do you make of that, Paul? Make it all you will, man.
What?
Apparently, the Telegraph, I don't know if it's true, that Steve Bruce could be offered a new deal.
Oh, I'm not even thinking about it, mate, to be honest. I'm really not even thinking about it.
No.
I won't. I just won't even think about that because that would just top everything off that.
You're right. Don't forget, Paul. He's lost the dressing room, lost the players, the fans, and what's the reward? Do you know what? We're giving a new deal. Stop the fans, stop the players.
Oh, Christ Almighty! Emil Kraft's injured now. Injuries again.
You think England win the Euros? No, we won't. France will win it. Got Andy Greer here. I won't be putting another foot in the terrace until both Fat Boy have gone, even packed me job in there. Really daft crafting, Jad. Don't look good, doesn't it? Not Judy as well. Do you think Willock's fouling might drop because of his bad back from carrying the whole side? I still think 22 million quid. He's still worth 22 million quid, I say. Just pay the money.
Johnny's worth more than that. There's no way Arsenal would say 22 when they can get an absolute fortune for him. I mean, he's his goal, yeah. I mean, yeah, he gets lucky a bit, but what a finish that is, man. Just his eye for goal is just superb. Never took his eye off the ball there, even when the Fulham ricocheted, and then bang.
Took it well.
See you later.
He wants to stay at Newcastle, but again, actually doesn't care. He just don't buy someone who's cheap. That's all it is. We, as a club, fans pay one of the most expensive season tickets in the league, and yet actually wants to buy cheap.
Fabian Schär's, come on.
Off guns graft. Make sure you tackle clean as well, Fabian, will ya? We don't want you getting sent off again. England stand a good chance of matches being at Wembley. I think France will win the tournament. They have more quality. I wouldn't rule out Italy as well.
Well, they've sorted everything with Benzema now, haven't they? So Benzema's back in the squad.
Yeah, that's the thing. He'll make a difference to that team. He'll make a difference to him. He's still a class at him.
Of course he is.
33 years, class at. Okie dokie, Paul. How many players does more than 4 out of 10? You can't give someone a 2. He wasn't a 2. Respect your opinion.
how many players deserve more than the 4? Callum Wilson, Maxi,
Ibaka.
Dubravka, Fernandez, Dummett, Murphy, Clark. Can't think of many after that.
I can't think of any. I've always said as well, I'll probably keep about 10, 11 players this season. The rest can just go. We've got injuries because you don't train, don't have sports scientists, and use methods from 1985. I have to agree with you there. 100%. I don't want to actually have faith in this clown.
Pre-match meal would be like probably a kebab meat and chips.
Yeah. And not only that, I mean, Steve Bruce did his press conference action. You might have done it as well. He said that the players deserve a well and break. What break? They haven't trained hard enough. He hasn't trained hard enough.
Fulham's got a corner. Fernandez stretching his back of his legs there.
No, look good. Would you take Scott Parker's Newcastle manager? Would you take him?
Yes. Yeah, I would. Is Scott Parker better than Steve Bruce? Yes.
Yeah.
I think he could do something with our squad, definitely.
Yeah.
Would it be my first choice? No, but
no,
I wouldn't mind him.
No. Young. Got a question for Kevin. Question, lads. How many of the players are with Bruce? Makes you wonder. A lot of them are jumping about with Brucey bollocks. Oh, sorry to make French. On the touchline of a night. On Willock, he's 35 million plus, and Arteta knows it.
Oh, hey, aware that was a disgusting tackle, that.
There you go. That's the other card. Are they going to
fire? That was a shocker, that. Did you see that?
I did. It was horrendous. Oh! We had to go closer than that.
Were his studs up?
Oh, they're going to VAR that.
What?
They got to VAR that.
Jesus Christ.
They're going to VAR it. If they VAR it, he's done. He's done out of there. If actually wants something for ASM, then Willock is worth around 50. So there's no way he'll be here next season.
Ashley will never in a million years get 70 million for ASM.
Never
in a million years.
He has to score 20 goals plus. He has to be player of the season as well.
He's got to have a finishing product, John, before we can even contemplate looking at like that kind of money.
Exactly. Groovy there, Stevie B Spurs, studs down. Man City 4 to Everton. They got the League One, they're taking their own personality. No, I agree.
But again, John, that's down to the manager. He will not allow any slacking. Look, they've got a Champions League final to look forward to, but he will not let them rest. He will not let them settle. No. He wants them at it every game. That's what a world-class manager does.
Exactly. Totally agree. When they were feeling up against us last season, when they had that drinks break, he had to go at Kevin De Bruyne. You know, the kids on the backside as well. He's pushing one of them. Went like that to him, sort of thing. He's tacking. And Steve Bruce just stood there, no place around him, and he had his arms folded. Didn't do anything about it.
Yeah. Yep.
But he loves Bruce. That's the problem, because he wouldn't even argue with him. That's the thing. And this is his dream job, by the way. This is Steve Bruce's dream job. Dare to say it, John or Paul, manager the tune, that they would do a better job than Bruce. Absolutely.
I'll tell you what I'd do is I'd make sure they had a rocket up their asses. I know that much. I wouldn't be putting up for this kind of shite, I tell you.
Nah, two training sessions a day, mate. One in the morning, one in the evening.
And what I would demand is that they played for that badge every single time they pulled that shirt on. Exactly. You will play for this. You'll play for the badge. You'll play for the fans. And
Happy
anybody
day.
that was like, "Oh, we'll just play for ourselves," can just sod off.
Exactly. I went to Italy, right? I went to this tiny club called Fulham.
Oh, Mickey, man!
I went to Italian club, second division club, now they're relegated now, called Virtus Entella, which is not far from Genoa, a place called Chiavari. It's a lovely spot in Italy, right? And I went in there and I watched the players trained for about 20 minutes there, right? No word of lie. I spoke to the guy there. I asked him, can I watch him for 20 minutes? He just said, see. That means yes, carry on. So I went there, watched them train, and I'll tell you what, it's a different type of training in Italy, you know. And that was about 5 o'clock. And it was still training. I asked him, how often do they train? He said, twice a day. One in the morning, one at night. I was thinking, wow. And I wanted to fit. And here we are. We just do a couple hours training and that's it. Really dreadful. Again, Leeds, 3-0 to Leeds. And Miggy, 1 out of 10 performance.
Yeah. I mean, at least Billy can see that Miggy's been abysmal again. You know, you put that kind of crap on social media, then they come at you, telling you you're crazy and all of that kind of stuff. My eyes don't lie, and I'm telling you something now. Oh, he's bringing Hendrick on. Oh, dear Lord. Miggy's coming off. I agree with Miggy coming off, but freaking Hendrick. Oh, my God.
And Matty Longstaff. So I tell you what, though, I'm going to say it on live now. I'm going to say it right now, okay? Matty Longstaff, if you want to play football sort of thing, go to a different club, mate. Go to a different club because you're not wanted here, honestly. You're right. My eyes don't lie neither, sort of thing. If I've got someone to say it's not right, I'll just say it. The thing is, Paul, you say it from there, mate. You say it from there. And if people have a go at you, let them carry on, yeah? And I would just turn to them and say, don't come apologising to us because you're defending that player. Don't come defending us. Don't come apologise to us, you know?
If their final ball's been dreadful, or, you know, I mean, absolutely dreadful. And you can really see why Fulham are going down, but my God.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Paul's got a good point here, man. John, a couple of hours training on the training ground, not trading, training ground, a couple of hours at the McDonald's playground. Yeah.
Yep.
He's right. And Miggy, for Miggy, is like replacing with, I'm not going to say the word vomit, but I get the meaning, Billy. I get the meaning, my guy. I mean, I'd love to do like a review after the game, but I'll be absolutely fuming if I did it.
I'm not going to be in the best of moods when I do mine, I'm telling you.
And I wouldn't. I'll probably watch it, man. I'll probably watch it.
I'm just sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people saying, well, at least we're winning, or, Miggy runs around a lot. Oh.
Either effers train 3 times a day, effing so about the French. Yeah, I don't blame you, Kevin. Big score from the KP. It's now Leicester 2, Spurs 2.
Chelsea have scored with Chilwell.
That makes it 2-1 then.
Yeah.
Does Leicester... that's going to...
Oh. Christ alive.
The copy and paste statement from the club will be released soon. Do you know what I'll do? You could I'm going to say it now, Paul. You could stuff your statement up your batty. Because at the end of the day, no one ain't interested. If someone posts that out, if the Newcastle handler posts that out, there's going to be verbals. I can tell you that for now. So let's go back to the best thing stands. Love the photo, Paul. Yeah, John Tudor. He's good. He was good in this time. Here's a question for you, Paul. How many players would get into the team back in the 70s, like Malcolm McDonald, back in those years?
Oh, these lot. None of them. None of them would be able to put up with the physicality of what it used to be like.
Not
I mean, these go down if a feather hits them. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing.
Not today, Hollywood. Chelsea now 4th. What is F do you take Miguel off and put Henrik on? Get rid of him. Get rid.
Perfect opportunity to give Matty some minutes, but no.
He
No.
doesn't get this guy sacked. Get him out. And I'll get him people come up to us and say, yeah, but oh man, 50-50. And what?
I mean, I really don't care that we're winning this game because we don't deserve to be. We just do not deserve it. Kevin, take your dogs out later. Watch the review and take your dogs out after that, because that's what I'll be doing.
You're right.
There you go. Let's just punt the ball up the field again.
Poor goal kick, man, but we've got the ball back. Man City are winning 5-0. That's a poor cross, by the way. That's awful.
Hendrick, man, Jesus Christ.
What an absolute muppet. I tell you what, though, he's a waste at him. He's one of the wasters. Paul, have you missed this done your logo yet?
Not yet.
Absolute wasters. It really is. I've got Owen as well. Out to everyone you want to see a player and he outs and puts Hendrick on. Class of boost that. I tell you what, we don't win this game, man. I tell you what, fans will come on here. We're going to end up at AFTV.
I mean, Fulham have deserved something out of this game, and nobody can argue they haven't. They just haven't had an end product.
That's the thing. That is the thing. We're just defending. We're just sitting back all the time. It's gonna come. It's gonna come, you know.
Oh,
and Shelby hoofs it to no one.
Just boot it away. Fuck me.
Yeah,
it ain't good, John. It ain't good.
I tell you what, it is, man. I mean, there's got to be big changes in the summer because we can't play like this next season. I'm telling you, get away with it because we do. We're going to be down, mate. We're going to get relegated, literally. Because Norwich, Brentford, or Swansea have got our number. They got our number.
Yeah.
I agree, Billy. It's going to be plenty of talk about tomorrow night, then.
It's the same substitutes all the time for Steve Bruce, though, isn't it?
You're right. All the time. You know, it's so predictable. We're just going to get found out. Since ASMs came off, sort of thing, whether it's an injury or not, I don't know. This is what we got to put up with. We've got to put up with this crap. Do you know what I mean? You've got to put up with this. True story. I had a dream once I had a car accident, lost my memory, and his sexy dream husband, who was the doctor, I told him I was a Man City fan. I was so disappointed when I woke up. Oh, bless you.
What?
When I saw you had the accident as well, by the way, Judy. I hope you
okay. John.
Yo.
She's joking.
Go back.
It's Judy, man.
Oh, Judy, man. I tell you what, she should be in one of those what do you call it? Like she'd be brilliant at cracking jokes on TVs and that. Judy, I think she'd be amazing at that.
Well, she's got the Four Horsemen show for that.
That's a penalty kick.
That's a penalty.
Sure, that's a penalty kick. It is.
Dear me.
Oh, did I do that? Oh, that's a penalty kick. They're definitely valid though. Or as a clip there.
Yeah,
they're definitely valid. Eh? Oh, debatable. I leave that one up to VAR. But
it's a penalty. Who's taking it?
Not Shelby, man.
Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär.
I trust him. I trust him.
Go on, Fabs.
Takes it to Switzerland as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
lovely.
Cheeky.
How have we got out of this 2-0, man?
We don't deserve it. We didn't deserve it. That is the coolest penalty I've seen our season.
It was, wasn't it? Just that little jump just made the keeper go one way and he puts it the other.
What he's done, he's looked at the keeper all the time before he takes
he was looking the other way, wasn't he? He was looking at the other side.
That was the coolest penalty I've seen. That's a great penalty. One of these Mondays, I'm going to tell you guys, that's a class. That is as cool as penalty as you like.
Spurs 3-2 up now. Leicester have blown it.
They've blown it now. I tell you what, Chelsea gone for the back door, mind.
Yeah.
What's that? 2 games played and 2 clean sheets.
Yeah.
Bit late, look, and then everyone's saying, Steve Bruce has done a wonderful, wonderful job. It was a bit too late for that.
I mean, I'm sorry, but anyone that says, oh, well, we won. I mean, is this the kind of standard that we have fallen down to? Is this what we have to expect as Newcastle fans? No, I'm sorry. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And
Not
people
all.
come at
Not
me all
all.
they want about, saying, oh, well, we won, stop being negative. I mean, it's absolutely awful. We've played terribly today and only got away with it because Fulham haven't got a strike force. You know what I mean? And that's why Fulham are going down. Because they're a poor side. We honestly.
And everyone's saying, it should be exciting because we won today. You know what I mean? I'm not excited today. We got the points. Wow.
I mean, I really don't feel upbeat about this because it's been awful. Dear God.
We are sorry, but we've been
Go on, Fab.
Oh.
He's only been on the pitch 5 minutes. He's our most dangerous player and he's a centre back.
Exactly. Ryan saying, thank you, Spurs, but Chelsea fan, got for Leicester, I am as well. I'm going to miss the match reaction as I have to have my tea.
Well, have your tea while watching it.
Exactly. Totally agree. Fan to bottle, Jake. And then Steve, that's it.
That's it.
So that's the last, I was going to say, that's the last league one, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Do some more. Got to do Euros as well soon, and back on your show tomorrow. And guys, want to go on to the match reaction on Paul's channel, please do so.
I'll see you all soon.
I do. Thanks for coming on, my guy, and have a good one.
See you soon, mate. Ta-da.
See you later. Ta-ra. That's Paul. I'm going to get myself away in a minute. I'm going to have my tea in a second. But 2-0, it wasn't a great game at all whatsoever. Joe Willock, the hero again, and he scored the first goal, and then a penalty from Fabian Schär. And I think if that is the case, we are 12th at this moment in time. It's still been a poor season, man. It's still been a poor season. People come to us and say, yeah, but you finished 12th, so you won the day. Yeah, but overall, it's been a poor season. We haven't really improved, haven't we? Well, we finished 13th last season. I guess I want to see us higher than that. I want to see better football being played next season. And I want this manager out. So, got the full line from Billy. Dave, your class at you have me peeing myself over into 70. And then I've got Billy again. What time, Paul? He'll be on the channel at 6 o'clock. So go on the 2 Review channel. Match review. I'm going to be watching this well, I guess, as well. So look at and do smash the likes up. Subscribe if you're new. And no more Newcastle games till the new season. And I should be back again. And yeah, it should be a crack. It should be, I will see some improvement than last season. It's been poor. 2 wins in 20 games. Shocking. But we're slightly better last few games. I get that. But listen, Judy, thank Thanks for that, Judy, as well. You've been amazing. Last one, Kevin. I know it's only Fulham, but would you take shite football, European finish, or great football just went on to Europe? I just want to see great football. Do you know what I mean? I want to see great football being played. That should have been fixed up. So for me, I'll be happy to be in Europe and play good for me. So I must confess, I had this game on another window, and I thought the stream had frozen most of it until I saw the clock move. Thanks for that, Jade. Good win on as well. Listen, get myself away and join Paul's channel. I'll be back on full-time channel on Bass's channel tonight at 8 o'clock with Anna Ruda. And I'll be back on the full host and Stuart tomorrow. I've got projects coming up. And look, guys, have a fantastic. Thanks for coming on. I've got 685 people subscribing to my channel. Do smash the likes up. Do subscribe. And lads, until then, have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining.